When a tank car is scheduled for requalification, there's several areas that are inspected and tested. First and foremost, there's a visual inspection. That's an internal inspection of the tank shell and heads for abrasion, corrosion, cracks, dents, distortion, defects in welds, and any other condition that makes the tank car unsafe for transportation. There's an inspection of the service equipment, including gaskets, an inspection of missing or loose bolts and nuts, an inspection of all closures on the tank car for conditions that may make the tank car unsafe for transportation, including an inspection of the protective housing for proper condition. An inspection of the required markings on the side of the car are also required. Structural inspection. All transverse fillet welds greater than 1/4 inch and within 4 feet of the bottom longitudinal center line, except body bolster pad attachment welds, are inspected. The termination of longitudinal fillet welds greater than 1/4 inch and 4 feet off the bottom of the longitudinal center line, and tank car shell butt welds within 2 feet of the bottom longitudinal center line. Then there's the tank car thickness inspection. The tank car owner must ensure that each tank car facility measures the thickness of the tank car shell, the heads, sumps, protective housing, and nozzles on each tank car. Minimum tank shell thickness requirements are in the Code of Federal Regulations and identify when repairs are required to meet the inspection intervals. The safety system inspection, the rail car couplers, thermal protection systems, tank head shields, bottom and top, nozzle and fitting protection systems are all inspected to ensure there are no indications of defect that may reduce reliability before the next inspection and test interval. Service equipment inspection, each tank car owner must ensure the qualification of tank car service equipment at least once every 10 years. Tank car owners must analyze the service equipment inspection and test results for any given lading, and based on the analysis, adjust the inspection and test frequency to ensure the design level of reliability and safety of the equipment is met. If the car is equipped with an interior coating or lining, the owner of that interior coating or lining applied to protect the tank car for transportation and corrosive or reactive to the tank must ensure that the inspection is adequate enough to detect defects or other conditions that may reduce the design level of reliability and safety of the tank. In many cases, the owner of the lining is the shipper, and this inspection and test interval is managed by that shipper. The owner of the interior coating or lining must establish and maintain a record of service life of the coating or lining and commodity combination. That is specific hazardous material that were loaded into the tank car and the coating or lining in place at time of loading. The owner of the interior coating or lining must use its knowledge of the service life of each coating and lining and commodity combination to establish an appropriate inspection interval for that coating and lining and commodity combination. This interval must not exceed 8 years. Lastly, there's a leakage test. The owner of the tank car must ensure that the tank car service equipment and closures installed, replaced, reinstalled on the tank car are leak-free. The test may be conducted with the lading in the tank. Lastly, I'd like to also make mention that the lining coating qualification interval cannot exceed 8 years, while the other inspections cannot exceed 10 years.